Be careful about dating divorced men. No woman is divorcing a good man, especially when they have kids together. Yes, a lot of people grow apart and it's mutual, but the majority of the time she has divorced him for a reason. And whatever he has done to her, he's going to do to you.
But what about the women that are talking about how it's okay to divorce the good man? And those videos are viral because there's so many women in the comments that are agreeing or saying that they have done this, that they divorced a good man, that they simply were not happy with him. Ladies, you cannot have it both ways. And that is without even talking about the absolute double standard. Just imagine a man coming on here and saying that a woman that is divorced, shares kids with him, that she is absolutely not a good woman, not a good person, because that man would not have left her if that was the case. The biggest problem that I have with this is that it completely dismisses the possibility that a woman could be the problem in a relationship. I would stand to argue that these men are oftentimes the prize. Just take it from me, because I'm about to marry one of them.
She's absolutely correct. It's usually the woman that destroys the marriage or the relationship. A man will sacrifice his happiness for his family, while a woman will sacrifice her family for her happiness.
Oh, I don't even.
Well, I'm so tired.
That's weird.
Yes. You know what? All right, bet. We're done. We're done. I swear.
How
You're
are
so
we
ungrateful. You're so ungrateful. I'm taking all this stuff back.
Just do better. Just do
No,
better.
bro, I'm taking all this stuff
I
back.
need to be treated like a queen.
I'll go get this to another female. I'll take all this stuff back. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Move. Move.
Just do
Move.
better.
I'll eat my...
It's, babe, it's constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism? You're ungrateful.
Just do better.
Yeah, you're ungrateful. You're an ungrateful little shit, and that's what you are. I'm getting tired of this. You're never happy.
What kind of Valentine's Day
Bro, you're
gift
never
is
happy.
this?
You're never happy.
Just
you're
be
never
honest.
happy.
You would like it if you were a girl and you got all this?
Yes, I would be happy because there's people out here that ain't getting this. They're not getting that.
God.
I just spent too much money.
Better.
You know what? I just spent way too much money.
I should get the rose, like the big old thing. You gave me like 5 roses, and there's like no money in there. There's no money in anything. You didn't give me any money.
All right,
What kind
Yazzie.
of Valentine's Day is this?
You know what, Yazzie?
That's how my ex-wife was. I could do something nice for her and she would never appreciate it. She would just complain about how I did it. Treat a woman like a queen. She will treat you like a servant.
Okay, like I cannot date men who don't add to my life because my whole life I've been taught that men are supposed to make your life easier. I literally have been taught that if you have a boyfriend and you're paying bills, you don't have a boyfriend. If you have a boyfriend and you're struggling, you don't have a boyfriend. If you have a boyfriend and you're carrying heavy things in his presence, you don't have a boyfriend. If you have a boyfriend and you're not feeling taken care of, you don't have a boyfriend. Like, we can take care of ourselves at a certain level. Like, why do we even need a man? Like, if he's not adding, he's subtracting.
These women are fabulous. They explicitly out themselves as not worthy of what men can give women, a relationship. A billboard of such women who remove themselves from relationship consideration needs posting, so men can avoid wasting time. Chad and Tyrone can have them.
Men are now at a point to where they're walking away and they don't mind being alone. Y'all have messed it up. Women, a lot of us have messed it up. And like I said, even surprisingly to me, like, I was noticing and seeing so many men, like, I desire family. I desire commitment. I desire marriage. I desire to have a woman. I want to provide for a woman, take care of a family. Like, men have been wanting that. But now you're starting to see more and more men become more and more comfortable with the idea of not having any of that, because men are valuing and desiring their peace over everything else.
I just hope more women understand why most men pick pizza and video games with the boys on the weekends instead of chasing an ungrateful woman.
Making these good men not want to be good men. I don't need no man. I can do it all by myself. Can you? Can you? I mean, I know physically I can take care of myself. I've been on my own since I was 17. Do I want to take care of myself all the time? No. Do I want to be independent all the time? No, I don't. Do I want to take care of somebody? Yes, I do. Do I want to make sure dinner is cooked and laundry is done and contributing to the household and taking care of the kids? Yes. Yes, I do. And then we got all you waffles out here ruining good men. They don't want to be good men. because of feminists.
Women confuse strong and independent with combative and insufferable, and that's the problem. A moment of silence for all the fallen brothers who are stuck with leftover harpies.
What no one prepares you for is how much crying you're gonna do when you're finally in a healthy relationship. I was single for like 10 years of my life, and I was dating around, and like I had situationships, I fell in love, got my heart broken, whatever. But I never had anyone consistent for longer than a couple months. So now I'm in a healthy relationship, and I am having a hard time. Like the actual like panic and trust issues that are coming up for me of having to allow someone to be in my life and to trust them with my feelings, my emotions, my traumas, all of it is difficult. And so much advice online is saying like, oh, the beginning of a relationship should be really easy, it should be smooth sailing, you shouldn't be having problems, it should be honeymoon phase, etc. But if you're someone that has trauma, PTSD, a history of toxic relationships, a healthy relationship is going to be very difficult for you. But the difference between that and the pain of a toxic relationship is that you are actually healing. Like that intensity and emotion that you're feeling is you learning to open up again and open your heart and trust someone again. And that is a practice. Like it will not happen overnight. So if you're experiencing kind of the intensity of like letting someone in for the first time in a long time, you are not alone. This is a normal experience and it won't last forever.
Imagine how much better life could be if these women listened to themselves when they talk.
I don't like finding out that a guy doesn't like me anymore. That he's like over me. What is that supposed to mean? What do you mean you're over me? Like you've moved on. That's not how this works. That's not how this works, okay? I was supposed to go my whole life knowing in the back of my mind that you still like me, okay? I was supposed to think that every time I saw you, your heart did a little pitter-patter, okay? Now you've moved on? What does that mean? That's not possible. I don't understand.
This clip kind of exemplifies how a lot of these women think that men are kind of here to serve women and that they couldn't possibly be there to serve themselves and be an independent entity that is not here simply to complement the experience of women.
Women spend years calling men corny, lame, boring, incel, etc., and will give off this attitude of settling, like you're beneath what she deserves but is willing to let you provide whatever she wants. Once you disrespect me, if I'm your last chance, you're dying alone.
I'm probably gonna get shit for this video, but honestly, I don't care. I'm gonna make it anyway. I wanna talk about guys that reject hot chicks and then slum. Meaning you dated a hot girl and then decided that hot girl was not for you and are now dating a girl that is not nearly as hot. Obviously, there can be a lot of factors as to why you reject a hot girl. This is just a very broad generalization, but I'm gonna say it. I think the main reason that men reject hot women is because they don't want to have to work that hard. I mean, I think it's no secret that hot chicks tend to have higher expectations and higher standards than maybe less attractive women. I know how that sounds. It sounds really bad, but I think it's just because, again, hot chicks are just used to being treated a certain way. So I do think oftentimes when attractive men meet attractive women, they're almost like, crap, I'm actually gonna have to put in a lot of work here. Whereas girls that are less attractive just don't require that much work. To be clear, I think that you guys should be putting in work for whoever you are dating, no matter what they look like. But I think that girls that are less attractive, I mean, they're gonna be more likely to just accept you for how you are. They're gonna appreciate you more. They're going to demand less. They're gonna make you feel better about yourself. Again, obviously, I'm sure that it's like you could break up with a hot chick because she's just an asshole. But if that were really the case, then why wouldn't you date another hot girl afterwards? And yes, I understand that obviously other things than looks are more important, and you could have matured and realized like, hey, I actually want to date somebody that I have shit in common with and makes me laugh and that's smart and cool and not just hot. But there are hot girls that have good personalities and that are smart and cool and you have things in common with too. They're just higher maintenance. I get it, you're gonna call me shallow and all of that, but I'm just calling it like I see it. Am I crazy? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me for more tips.
I'm picking my future husband. I'm always thinking, is he the right person for me? Is he the right person that's gonna lead my household, my future children, make the right decisions in the family? I'm not worried about if he likes me or not because he's pursuing me. And this mindset is really important because it's gonna come out in the way that you walk, you talk, your attitude, everything. My wallet, Apple Pay, whatever, does not exist when I'm in the presence of a man. The thought of me paying for anything should embarrass him. Therefore, I will save him from the embarrassment and I'm not paying for anything. does matter how much he makes. And this is not about being a gold digger. This is about stability and security, and that most marriages fail because of financial problems. I don't touch any doors in the presence of a man. This is to go in the car, to get out the car, any door. Is he respectful and is he respected? Does he have a plan that he actually executes on? I'm not talking about, oh, I'm gonna do this, I hope to do this, this is my goals. I wanna see what he's actually doing. Because a man without a plan for himself is a man without a plan for his future wife. Is he a gentleman? Is he letting me walk on the inside of the street? It matters to me what he does in his free time, because if it's video games, he's out. But if it's something like fitness, reading, personal development, that's amazing. It does matter to me who his friends are and what they all enjoy doing. Does he have a good relationship with his family? What is his opinions on family? How does he talk about women? What is his opinions on what a woman should and shouldn't do? If I have a problem, he should be able to solve it. And this is even before the first date, date one, whatever. Even as a friend. If I come to a man, he should be able to solve it. And I'm not just talking with resources, I'm talking with advice, maybe a recommendation. He should solve my problems.
This woman just wants a male secretary and personal assistant.
I was a feminist when feminism was about equality, about levelling the playing field, giving women an opportunity to find their rightful place, particularly in the public world, which was tremendously important and exciting when we achieved that. But what feminism today, to me, is all about advantaging women at the expense of men. And it's become very much caught up in the demonisation of males, presenting them always at a disadvantage. And I don't want to have any part of that. I was writing recently about boys' education, which is something I've written about for many decades. And I came across an article I wrote 40 years ago where we just started to notice how badly boys were doing vis-a-vis girls. I mean, we'd had 10 years of programs trying to help girls do better in the schools, which was fantastic. And a lot of girls who had been held back by traditional assumptions about, girls not speaking up and girls not doing well in maths were now beginning to shine, which was a fantastic thing. But what was becoming very obvious is there were also a lot of boys falling behind and not achieving their potential. We have really very much feminist ideology infiltrating all our education systems, systematic programs to continue to advantage girls, and no one taking any notice of the fact that boys are falling out in huge numbers.
Sorry, but literally any time we hear a woman saying, "I don't want to be strong and independent anymore," all we hear is, "This isn't the hill I want to die on anymore."
Some of my guy friends gave me permission to make a Hinge account for him because I was telling him how easy dating is with dating apps. And he was telling me that it's incredibly difficult. And I was like, Pete, you must be doing something wrong. And he gave me permission to create an account for him and just run the account. I've been a virtual boy for 3 days. And I've never felt this bad about myself. I feel like a freaking loser trying to get these girls to like me. And I'm starting to hate women. Because I'm like, when I say I mean Pete, because that's the account I'm using. Pete's about a 6. But I'm so desperate, I'm liking the 2s and the 3s, and even they won't like me back, Pete, which is a 6. So what level of delusion has entered women's head? Like, what is going on? It is so difficult dating as a boy. I hate it. I'm on day 3 of being a boy, and I hate women, and I'm more depressed than ever.
What's wrong with Pete that she can't date him? She is the exact problem that she is talking about. This is why I have 3 beautiful and crazy dogs who love me unconditionally. The trick is to not care. Women love men who don't care about them. Sad but true. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.